Jeep fleet van. There's Kitty, sleeping away. There's little Kitty. Yes, you are. All right, 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 6,011 miles on the odometer. It's a Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Welcome back to the Please Subscribe show. And looks like we got a red light. It is blue. But it usually turns green pretty quick. We'll wait. There it goes. And we're off to delivery. There's the butterfly. All right, first delivery for today is 3.0 miles, 10 minutes. We'll arrive at 5:22 p.m. And yesterday we did 74.7. All right, November 29th, they're gonna do Twas the night before Christmas, and then Tuna Christmas is going on right now. I was reading some of it last night. It states in the preface that if you decide to do Tuna Christmas on its own, you can do it out of season, any time of the year. And you can even expand the cast from just 2 people. It starts off, first off, radio station, broadcast from the Greater Tuna. He talks about the winner of the, I guess it was like a Christmas light contest. Oh Holy Night or something like that. These Christmas plastic characters lit from the inside. One of them Santa Claus, Ben Crosby. It ends with Natalie Wood. I don't know. You have to listen to it. It's like a radio station. The guy's drinking as he's giving off all the information. Broadcast from the Greater Tuna area, and then it switches over to Clan 409. So in Greater Tuna, after they give out the winner announcements for the Christmas light contest, it switches over to P.D. Fisk, actually. And he gives a long announcement about animal rights. And then it switches over to Clan 409, which nowadays I don't know if that would pass, but it's been published, so they have to deal with it. But, you know, I mean, this was done in the 80s, so that joke may have been cut. I don't know. I probably would think that joke is cut. But I don't know, it may not be. It probably isn't. The P.D. Fisk thing would be in there for sure. P.D. Fisk, you know, we know about your Aunt Pearl, your bitter pill, cyanide laced biscuits rolled in enticing little dough balls. It looks like it's a Cook's Children's drop. Some nurses are hungry for. Some nurses are hungry for pizza and pasta. Yeah, the Tuna Christmas thing is crazy. It's very colorful. But I guess they feel passionate about Tuna Christmas surviving outside the season as its own play. Meaning they feel it's an autonomous play. Yeah. And also, I may have said this in the past, it's actually only 3 parts. I got one of Jason Williams' books mixed up. So it starts with Greater Tuna, and then they did Tuna Christmas, and then Red, White, and Tuna. Those are the 3. For some reason, I thought there was a 4th one, but there is a book called Tuna Does Vegas, and that's a book written by Jason Williams. I was looking at it last night, going, I thought that was a play. No, it's a book. So Jason Williams wrote a couple of books about his Tuna Christmas endeavors. Anyway, that is, I just was looking at it, probably glancing at it on a paragraph, and saw Tuna Does Christmas. I mean, I'm sorry, Tuna Does Vegas. And then there's also another one. There's 2 books that he wrote about the greater tuna, but Tuna Does Christmas was one of them. Red, White, and Tuna was actually, that's a tuna one. That's probably about the 4th of July, I'm assuming. I haven't seen that one. Looks like we've got a Cybertruck right behind us. I'm gonna do my tongue twisters. To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheapy chippy chopper on a big black block. It is very blocky. Nice little shot of it right there. Unique, New York, New York, unique. Susie sells seashells by the seashore. What's the other one? Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. La, la, la. Man, I'll tell you one thing, though. Doing Tuna Christmas, or even Greater Tuna, or Red, White, and Tuna, those are pretty tough. Now, they're the writers, so they have it pretty easy. Jason Williams and Joe Sears. I don't know if they're doing it now. I don't know if they have anybody that's helping them, that fills in for them or whatever. It doesn't say their names on the outside of the billboard, but they still could be doing it. One's like in their, I think, 75 or in his 70s. Joe Sears is. They're both up there in age, so they might have people filling in for them every once in a while. It does tour. So you can get tickets at Casa Mañana. Next delivery, 1 mile, 6 minutes. Will arrive at 5:56 p.m. Looks like it's gonna be this one right on the right belly. Looks like someone forgot to circle the turtle cheesecake on the ticket, so we're gonna head back. And it's funny that on the Out of the Woo Alaskan one that I was watching, he showed the ticket order from the restaurant that he went to. It was like a diner, Alaskan diner, out in the middle of nowhere. Had the word yes on it. I don't know if that was a meal. It's the one where he got the chili, and then he got something else after the chili. I think it was the chili, and I want to say he got... It was 2 things. The chili was one thing. Anyway, I just remember that for some reason. I usually just show a partial ticket for security reasons. But yeah, we got to run the turtle cheesecake back to this area.
Just under another hour until 7 o'clock. So you have very little time to get in on that offer. So late into the pack, 496-3198. You know, if you guys don't mind, I want to share a little story with you. My son is a doctor up in Plano. I haven't been on the air for a couple.
So I've been doing restaurant delivery, because it's more than just pizza delivery, because we have more than just pizza, for I think more than 9 months. So closing in on a year pretty soon. Once you've done it that long, and then you're sitting at home and you order a pizza, you're gonna tip. Because some dogs right here. Right in the light. Also, I wanted to make a note about YouTubers. You know, there's some really hardworking YouTubers out there, like Trent the Traveler and Isabel Page, and they really work extra hard to get the right look, you know, the cinematic look. But one thing YouTube does that they know because you can tell when you look at their footage, this stuff is pretty borderline cinematic. It compresses the files because it's such a big platform. So you're not really seeing what Isabel Page or Trent the Traveler or other great artists that use drones and, you know, long lenses and just all this wonderful stuff. You're not seeing what they actually see on their monitor or what they would see if they projected it at a theater, at a, you know, movie theater. What you would really see is brilliance, you know. Unfortunately, YouTube compresses files so that everybody has a, you know, a chance to show their movie or video, or, you know, if it's a podcast or whatever they want to show on YouTube, or their band, or just a monotonous thing twirling, you know, like maybe a leaf twirling for 30 minutes or whatever it is that you find on YouTube. Because I've been watching some other YouTubers that really are impressive, and that's the sad thing about it. But I try to kind of capture things because I'm using an iPhone 11. So I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it right there. There we go. It's iPhone 11. It's not a Pro. It's just an iPhone 11, normal one. But I try to capture things in the cinematic style if I can. You know, like the light. I'm aware of what that looks like as opposed to that. Right? That's a different color than that. That's a 0.5. So it brings in a whole different color and layout. But other than that, and just changing theming on my iMovie, so I can change the theme, or I can change, like if it's going to be like a Western looking thing, you know how they have it on iMovie. Or I think that another option they have is vintage, you know. You know that when you take a photo, you can change it to vintage and things like that. Sometimes in a blue moon, I will do that. So be aware. I did it the other night. I was playing around with it after I watched Isabel Page. I was like, you know what? I'm going to change the color code a little bit. But I am saving up for a MacBook Pro, and I don't know how much I can do with that as opposed to just using the simple iMovie on the actual phone. So, but I know that brings in more light right there. See, as opposed to this, there's not as much light. And that'll bring in, it'll lighten it up a little bit on a 0.1. That's the reason why I go to 0.5 and 0.1, because I change the lighting on it. Or I change the look on it. And I have to do a lot of panning sometimes to tell the story, unfortunately. And I don't have a crew. I don't have a sound person. Now, I have used a sound person before. I've even used as a cinematographer before on other projects. Or people that hold the camera. Another night of delivery. We're gonna head back to see Linda and Kitty. There's Kitty. I'm taking the dirty shoes off. There's Linda. And we're gonna have pizza. All right, so Linda, tonight's pizza is going to be lasagna. I believe that's a lasagna pizza. We'll be having that later. There's Kitty. Oh, Kitty needs to eat. Here we go with today's Kitty. Ooh, Kitty's clumsy. One kitty, 9 lives. Each life has a number. Number's 1 through 9. Swirl the cat food. Swirl the cat food. Pick a cat food. Today's kitty will be having Fancy Feast Gravy, Lovers, and Beef Feast. Here we go. Come on, kitty. Here we go. Let's go over this way. And we gotta find the magic spoon. Gotta find the magic spoon. We're just gonna go like this. Here we go. That's a good kitty. Go ahead and try it. Very good. Good job. Have you seen Kitty? Where is Kitty? You don't know where Kitty is?
I was trying to get my dish on the damn shit that's going on outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to figure it out.
He's usually either here, over here, or he's gonna be in the condo. Yeah, he's in the condo. There he is. Well, good night, sweetie.